What's up, y'all? It's your man Chef from Off the Dome. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe because subscriber a day keeps YouTube from taking my channel away. Now, let's get into the BS. T-Pain, when did he fall off and why did he fall off? T-Pain, the exact point I think he fell off was in 2012. 2011, he released Best Love Song with Chris Brown. He had 5 o'clock in the morning with Wiz Khalifa in 2011. He was featured on Pitbull's song, Dropped to the Floor in 2010. He had a decent amount of success in the first 2 years of the 2010s. When 2012 hit, that's when you see T-Pain kind of disappear. Booty Work debuted at number 44. So they were still buzz from him. He did still have a command at having number one digital sales. Booty Work was number one on digital sales. Debuted at number 44. Next week it was off the chart. So after that didn't work, he had Up Down Do This All Day with B.O.B. That is now officially platinum. And that happened in 2013 when B.O.B. was on his downfall. He was falling off. And T-Pain had this song, had Must on the beat with it. It had a trap sound that was innovative at that time. And it did pretty well. And after that, you kind of see a disappearance of T-Pain. You see a number of remixes. He released a T-Wayne, the album with Lil Wayne. Eventually, I believe in 2017, after T-Wayne blew up with Nasty Freestyle. You see him get a bunch of songs talked about. People replay them on old hip-hop stations. Just talk about T-Pain, but there's no T-Pain. So what made T-Pain go away? What caused his irrelevance? Normally, you could point to a certain artist or movement. The problem is, in 2010, when all the rappers use autotune, there's no reason for T-Pain to fall off. That's the sad part. So T-Pain falling off isn't because of the time, because as you know, the biggest artists of this decade, you have Future, of course, the number one T-Pain jacker. You have Young Thug. You have Tory Lanez kind of doing the single autotune thing. You have Chris Brown, he went to more autotune type stuff. The sounds aren't much different from what he was doing. He always had that kind of crunk and B type of rap flow. Now they have these trap and B type things where it's like it's kind of R&B beat but swervy and deep. It's kind of what Tiller's doing. So T-Pain's flow and cadence has definitely been influenced in this decade. He did have ad libs in his songs. So what is the real reason for T-Pain falling off? Well, I came to one conclusion only. I think it's simply the fact that it was that he was always known for his features more than his actual songs. Let me explain. His actual songs are Buy Me a Drink, I'm in Love with the Script, and I'm Sprung. But his biggest hits, Kiss Kiss, Low, he's on Got Money with Lil Wayne. He's known as a feature artist. When he started getting to his own craft and started releasing his own albums, sometimes he went gold, but he never had a platinum album. Revolver did pretty well, and I think Epiphany did okay. But after that, nothing else really seemed to pan out. He wasn't an albums artist, and that's where in 2010s the public was moving. Being a singles artist was very hard. That's why see Jason Derulo, where Jason Derulo album sales never were that spectacular. He had a hard time coming back until Talk Dirty came out on the other side. So being a singles artist was kind of hard in the 2010s. Majority of your top artists like Taylor Swift, Drake, Selena Gomez, Rihanna, Ed Sheeran, they're all album artists. But in T-Pain's era, you have to think about all the times you can have multiple singles and the album barely go gold. You had people like Cameron, you had Juice Santana, you had Jim Jones, you had Petey Pablo, you had T-Pain himself. You had all these different rappers and singers that albums didn't even go platinum. They had great first week numbers, but they all had a string of successful singers for at least 2 or 3 years. It was possible back then, but nowadays albums matter more because one, the streaming era where your album needs to be streamed a bunch of time to get sales in the first place, and when they find a hot single off the album, they stream that. You can't pick it. T-Pain, I think he was just he's not that old. First of all, I think the dude is like in his mid 30s. So he's not old at all. T-Pain was literally just formatted too much in the old way where he was never an albums artist. He's always a feature artist and a singles artist. Where he no longer had that power to get people to sing off the ground. He wasn't featured as much. He still has features, but they're not mainstream push features like they were back in the day. All his contemporaries that he did features with and stuff like that, Chris Brown, he went a different lane, started becoming more of an albums artist, started doing more of the rap thing, started collaborating more with the other generations of people. His collaborators like Ludacris fell off. Okay, Lil Wayne was given the throne to Drake. Then you have Kanye West, with him, Kanye West didn't work as much this decade. So what does that leave T-Pain with? All his contemporaries are getting older, they're relaxing, and the climate has changed. There was just no space left for T-Pain. So I think that's all it is. I think that's all it is, because not people say a lot of times that they got tired of auto-tune. That's not the reason at all, because you guys wouldn't even support half the artists in the mainstream right now. I think it's strictly because the music industry turned into album sales more than single sales. They care more about the album release and having multiple singles off the album doing better than just having singles artists. One argument you say is Ray Scrimmer or maybe a Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, but their albums traditionally do good. T-Pain albums never really did that well. That's the same reason why his buddy Flo Rida in the 2010s did okay, but he didn't do as well as he did when he first started off. So anyway, let me know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We have new videos coming for you every day. Let me know what you think happened to T-Pain. Do you think I'm right about it, or do you think I'm lying? That's all I gotta say. It's your man Chef from Off the Dome. Have a good day, guys. Peace.